Right, another dried up ford. This could be natural, mind. It could be that this always happens in the summer. I can't really remember exactly. I reckon there was always water. Look how dry that is. Absolutely not bone dry, but see, that's a track I've always wanted to go up. I reckon that takes you up to that other big track up there. Yeah. Ah, no fishes in there. I don't know what the deer would probably look for water somewhere. They'd have to go down to Rowberrow, Warren, wouldn't they, to get their water if there's none here. Yeah, I always forget. I've come out and done Cheddar this way. Forgetting that this is the long way to the fort. This is the long sweep round. Well, you don't actually spend a lot of time on the fort. Basically, there'll be an incline after we get away from all this. There's still a bit of the combe there. We'll come to another track, and somebody's been rushing down through there. New track someone's made. Yeah, this is the long swoop round to the fort I've done today. There's a bit more of the combe there. And I've been down there. I've walked down a big track further up here that takes you down into Burrington Combe, where there's a shop, a cafe, a cyclist shop, and other features where a lot of people head for to go and eat or leave their vehicles. But whatever you do when you're down there, it's a hell of a climb up here. Hell of a climb up here. And I'm at the base of the Mendips now. That's really high up over there. Look, if you look over there, we've come down a track. Come down that track there into the combe, and that is quite high up there. Quite high up. Still following these little paths. Just doing a couple of short videos, really. This is all part of the walk I've done from Cheddar up the gorge, down past and along, skirting Longwood, then up across some fields to get on the Mendips properly to areas of outstanding beauty, which is what I'm on now. Last week I came out of the wood and went high up along the top there. Last week, right on the backbone, up to the trig point. Here I'm skirting the bottom, and there is another track halfway up that you can follow, which I haven't done for a long time, and I need to do that one, because I've done this one 3 or 4 times this one, if not 5 times. But I need to take the left hand. If I come from that way again, I need to take the other track and go up across that way. I've been up before now. If I said, right, I'm getting back to Cheddar now, I've just gone on a track like that and hiked up to get back to Cheddar. But today, no. Today, we have to try and get to the fort. If not, it's another time, the third or fourth time, then we wouldn't have actually got there because of time, really, not weather. I've got a whole bottle of water, I've got an orange, an apple, a jelly, cake and cheese. I've got enough supplies to get through the day. And there we are, there's a really good view of the Burrington Combe, look. That's a really good view, and I've been all the way along there. But I haven't explored all over. That's a place I'd like to go and do some exploring one day. Park up in the Combe, or get a bus to the Combe if I can find one, and explore that side. I've done this side apart from that track I was on about that I want to do, which is halfway down. It's not on the very top, but it gives you some different views, which I need to do. But I didn't want to do it today. It'll have to be done another time when I've got a few tracks I want to explore, and I intend doing it. I do intend doing it. Probably in the next couple of weeks. You know, it is going to be done. Now in a minute we're going to come to a track which is quite wide, which I call a processional track because of its width. There's one or two of them, I think, but it comes from the very top, and you can probably see it. Here we are. If I zoom in, it's a reference point really. If you get lost, just get on that big track there, that big wide track, which leads all the way down. You can either walk all the way up the top and get to all the main tracks. If you get lost, go up there. Don't go wandering off in lots of small tracks. You might end up in a bog, in a pothole, which is, I've nearly done that myself, but I learned. Now, this is what I mean about going off at a tangent. This big broad lane here, if you carry on down there, it takes you down to yes, it takes you down to Burrington. See, there's people coming down there now. Now, you see, I'm talking about not going off at a tangent, and already I am. I shouldn't probably do this track. So I could end up in a wood where I don't want to be. But I think I'm going to be alright. What I've got to do is bear to the right all the time. Don't go towards Rowberrow forest. I don't want to go in there. I want to go towards the fort. I know there's a track down there, and I could have carried on down the processional road and then come along. But I know you can do it from this one. You can follow this little path and just keep to the left. If anything tries to take you, keep to the right, I mean. If anything tries to take you left, you'll end up in the wood, and then you've got a lot of negotiating to do. Whereas this way, we should find a track, a well-defined track, eventually, that would take us to the fort. So we are really en route to the fort now. We've crossed the processional track. We are leaving behind the gorge. We've walked from all the way down there, all the way right the way round Cheddar. You know, a 3-4 hour walk, a nice steady pace. A really nice steady pace. And all we've got to do now is find our track up to the fort. It's the most important thing. So right, I'm going to turn off now. I'll just get out of this little clearing so you can see the forest. The Forestry Commission Wood. Rowberrow Warren it's called. And I've spent time for the last couple of weeks in and out of there. And I will be in there later if I decide to do that particular route back to Winscombe. Because it won't be going back to Cheddar. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not sure yet. Right, so you can easily bear. No, stay this way. Stay this way. Keep away from the going over there. And that's it. In a minute we'll come by a proper track. We'll come by a proper track in a minute. Right then. Over and out for now.